welcome back Hot Wheels fans. You join me for another video. This time out we're going to be looking at, as you probably figured, some hypercars. Yes, so 99% of my collection is Porsche, but I do hold a little bit of space for some other bits and pieces, some of which I've got beside me that we're going to crack open. So let's not delay, let's just get straight into it and let's do fresh casting for was it 2021? Can't remember if it was 2021 or 2022 early, but anyway, first colorway, second colorway, and the third colorway that came out of the K case just not too long ago. So this one here, the first one, probably the most iconic colorway for them to start with in the silver. Now this one here, as you can see, is on a long card because I wasn't collecting at the time, and just managed to find myself, in fact it wasn't even myself that managed to find this one here, it was my buddy picked this one up for me at a car booty. So luckily enough I've got one to go in the collection, but I am still after a short card. Right, pretty little casting, great headlight tampos down through the front. Your indicators are there, little McLaren badging through the front. Yeah, cool, really cool. Micro 5s on chrome, and then down through the back. Yeah, that's cool, that's really nice actually. So they've done the brake light indicators, some other little detailing underneath here, and also the slats for kind of air release for the engine in the back right here. Coming off the casting base, we've got a couple of quad exhaust pipes, but all in all, what a pretty little piece. Black interior, obviously that central driving position. There we go, 2020 on the bottom there, but I'm pretty sure it's a 21 release. Right, that's the first of three colorways. Are you trying to sneak that good shot? There's the plonky there out of the way. Right, okay, next one out was the black. Now this one was left on the pegs a little bit actually. Definitely wasn't as popular as the silver, but looks really clean down through the front. Really clean. Again, micro 5s in chrome. Down through the back again, you can see the detailing through there. Very pretty. Nice casting detail across the top of the hood lids. Very nice. Right, okay. Next up, let's do most recent colorway. So as I said, this one here, fresh out the K case, in orange, which again is a pretty classic McLaren color. Although F1 in orange, definitely not as familiar as the silver, but that does look pretty in orange. So your first three colorways in the McLaren F1, they look cool, don't they look cool? So as I say, I don't collect a huge amount of McLarens, but the F1 Classic, too iconic to miss out on, especially with that new Jay Leno's Garage Car Culture one coming as well. That looks really sweet. Right, okay, next up let's do some Bugatti. So we've got two to crack open. From the quarter mile, we've got the Bugatti Veyron. Looking very sharp there, black detailing, nice, very nice. Actually, there's an upcoming Chiron with a similar sort of colorway to this, which looks pretty darn tasty. Mystery model, I believe it is. But anyway, right, let's kick off with the Veyron first and foremost. Nice that they've brought it back in rather than doing the Chiron only, so nice that it doesn't get forgotten. And there we go. Oh yes, lovely. Down through the front, great tampos on the headlights, little dual stripe. We've got the Bugatti horseshoe grille down through the front that's pulled through from the base, so that's in plastic. Black interior. Down through the side we've got this coppery, it's not really gold, it is more copper colour lace wheel on here. We've got staggered set, so smaller across the front, bigger across the rear, which looks pretty cool on this one here. Really beefs up the back end of it. Little petrol cap detailing, even down to a very tiny, if we can make that out, little EB on there. Very cool, very cool. Plain down through the rear, but it has got casting detail, so you can notice it through the paint, but it would have been nice again with a little EB across the back. Would have been a nice little touch. So the interior plastic pull through for the engine detailing across the top there. But all in all, a pretty casting. That is really quite nice actually. Nice to see that one in there. Right, okay, next up we have the first of 2 Bugatti Insurance to come out. First one is coming from the first line of exotic MV that we've had this year. So in the case, as you can see, there we go, a white Senna, orange Vulcan, Valhalla concept, the Huracan, and also the Chiron 2. So out of those there, I mean the Astons, yeah, they're pretty cool, but again, I don't think the casting's really taken off in the way maybe they expected it to. Same with the Senna as well. I just don't think it's as collectible as some of the other bits and pieces, but I think the Chiron's definitely worth having, that's for sure. So I picked up some of these. I think this came as one of my bundle bits and pieces from online, but I paid £10, maybe from either HW Models, Rhino's Diecast, or Gemdans, or the like, something along those lines, one of those 3 I think. So let's not delay anymore, let's crack into it. Oh, I thought that was going to be a big part in that one. Right, so Bugatti Chiron in this wonderful blue across the front with the, is it a navy or a black? It is a black detailing across the back end. Silver detailing running through the side for the seat for Chiron. There we go, down through the rear, nicely done. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Is there a clear, there's a clear plastic that runs inside of the detailing here, just where the number plate is mounted onto, and it's actually part of the glasswork. That's a nice touch. That's really nice touch. Dual exhaust across the back, the light bar across there for the brakes indicators and so on. We've got, right, okay, there we go, diffuser is pulled through from the base through the top, a little bit of engine detailing pulled through again from the windshield plastic, and this one here is sitting on Real Rider 5s. Actually, which one is this? Because this is not the same as the other Koenigsegg Jumeirah, that other 5-spoke, so I need to do a little bit of digging around, or one of you clever people watching this one here can comment down below and save me the aggro. Right, through the front, horseshoe grille through the front, looking clean as a whistle through there, and again the headlight tampos are awesome, absolutely awesome in this front there. That's great, really nice. And again, picked up the silver detailing that runs through the side here, across the front, full piece, very nice. Right, there we go, as I mentioned, first of 2 Chirons, so there's another one coming up, but first of all, let's do some more Bugatti, and let's kick it off this way round actually. So I'm going to do the latest colourway running backwards. So this one here, this was actually one very bizarre Bertie thing to have. This was one of my cars that I had as a poster on my wall when I was a kid. You know, most people have Ferraris and everything else. Randomly, I had a blue EB110. Very bizarre indeed. That along with a peppermint green Porsche 964 RS lightweight. That was the other poster that I had. Those two stand out in my mind, that's for sure. Right, so as I say, new casting and doing the reverse in the colourway. So the silver that came out of the J case, I believe it was. So we've got chrome disc wheels for this one here, not the real rider, obviously just the standard mainline disc wheel. Down through the front, a little bit of a skew with one on the front here actually. Got the Bugatti branding across the front. Headlights are pulled through from the glasswork, which are done in a kind of smoked colour. But yeah, very plain, very simple. Then down through the rear, just a little headlight tempo, and also a number plate as well. Can I work out what's on there? Not really. Not really. I would need some sort of magnifying glass to be able to pull that one out. Right, okay, quite a raised lip from the base as well for the rear diffuser across there. Not really a diffuser, just the bumper that runs through the rear and the back there. But yeah, cool casting, takes me back to my youth. Right, let's put you down there. Right, the second colourway was the yellow. This one here, pretty colourway in the yellow. And sitting on a black 10 spoke. And ooh, red interior on this one here. Nice actually. So we've got again the branding through the front, the horseshoe, which you can really pick up on actually in the yellow. Yellow is a nice casting colour. You can really pick up the accents across the top here, and say that red interior is pretty funky too. Right, there we go, the yellow, and let's do the first release in Bugatti Blue. There we go, that's the colourway you expect to see this in. Cool, very nice, very nice. So chrome 10s on this one here. Same detailing down through the front, and again, exactly the same plastic glass work in a smoke and a black interior, same as the silver. Yeah, nice. So we've got an EB110 number plate on this. What was on the yellow? So that had the same as the silver, whatever that is. I need to work out what it is. Could be Rose Rides actually. Could be Rose Rides. Not 100% on that, but yeah, that blue. That's the one, definitely. Oof. Very, very nice indeed. Right, on to the next. Which is the last EB110. In the blue as well, very, very nice. A little bit darker blue actually on this one here. And this one here, there we go, actually, let's just show you very quickly. Wasn't too long ago just looking at these in previous video, but yeah, as you can see across the back there, that's your second round of Exotic Envy for 2022. And as I say, Bugatti EB110 in the full, oh yeah, there we go, let's just roll out you. So we've got side by side, so mainline versus car culture. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So across the front, there we go, really, really pulled out the headlights through the front there. Great little detailing through there, and also just a little tipping for the indicators on the outside edge there as well. Down through the sides, you've got the Bugatti detailing for the little badge. This one here coming on a grey Real Rider Aero. And down through the rear, pretty much identical to the main line that we saw first of all, but obviously we've got a metal base on this one here in a flat black finish. Again, down through the top, but yeah, I think through the front is really, that's where you pick up on the detail. But yeah, very cool little casting, very cool. I actually think that's closer to the real, is that not closer to the real Bugatti Blue than that is? It looks a little bit powder blue to me. But what do I know? What do I know? But yeah, there we go, Bugatti EB110, that's all the colour, yeah, that's all the colours and all the all the bits and pieces that we've had so far for that one now. Right, okay, let's move on to some Koenigsegg. Right, this one here, G-Case release. And again, if you've not already seen it, without kind of advertising my vids too much, my Goodwill video has got some great cars in there, and if you're a Hot Wheels fan, there's just so many cars that are made up in castings in there, including one of these that I saw, exactly the same colorway. So the Koenigsegg Jumeirah, cool car actually. Didn't realise it has a 1.3 engine in it, along with some whacking great turbos to help it along. But it's definitely the coolest 1.3 you've ever seen. And as I say, this colourway is identical. It has a black 10 spoke, I think, on the real one. Same flat grey kind of paintwork, and I believe it had a tan interior in the one that I'd seen at Goodwood on the Koenigsegg stands. But yeah, fresh casting for G-Case. Great tempos down through the front, nicely done. Koenigsegg branding. We've got the splitter across the front, pull through from the base, and also the air vents in there as well. As I said, black 10 spoke for this one here. Got the was it dihedral, whatever it is, door that will flick up and come back round. And obviously being a 4-seater, hence why it has such a big door on it. Down through the rear, not as great on the casting. It actually looks a little bit goofy here, but it's actually quite a cool car when you see it in real life. It looks a lot cleaner across the back and has a lot more shape going on. It's not as flat. Yeah, Koenigsegg Ghost Squadron branding across there, and I believe that'll be the engine mounted, yeah, through the top. That one there quite high. This is quite high actually. But yeah, Koenigsegg Jumeirah. What's the next colourway we've got coming in this one here? Orange coming next couple of cases. Right, more Koenigsegg. Let's do, first of all, this one here. Quite an old one now. One I've had sitting around ready to come out of the blister for some time. Probably going back to about February or March actually. Oof. Yeah, definitely some time ago. But this one here, straight out of Smith's, and they've still got them swinging on the pegs at the moment. So if you haven't already got them, I'm sure you'll be able to pick them up. But nice livery on this one here actually. Let's take a little closer look. Did love the card art on this one here. Great card art. The car looks cool. Really cool. Number 5 of 5. Also in this set was the Porsche 71911. There was a Mustang, I think, in there. And some other goodies in there as well. Nice, lovely, what looks like a metal flake blue. Nice detailing across the front. We've got the vent release across the wheel arches. We've got all of the headlight tampos are there. Great splitter across the front, pull through from the base. The grey, faster than ever on this one here. So FTE or an open hull. Through the side there, little casual detailing, Koenigsegg detailing, and obviously we've got the other little bits there. What have we got going on? Again, tiny. Hot Wheels graphics, I think. Hot Wheels graphics across the top, number 20. And then down through the rear, again, nice little tipping across the spoiler on the rear. And also pulled out the detailing across for the little number plate, and also for the central exhaust. Nice colour, very nice colour. Right, first Koenigsegg, second Koenigsegg. Again, this one here, you would have seen last video I managed to pick this one up, but it's okay, but it's not a great card. We've got a bend across the top of the hook and also a little soft corner, so why not, eh? Let's just get it out. I'll have to find another one of these to go into the collection at a later date. But that's good. It's always good to have something else to chase down. Right, there we go. So through the top there, you've got silver stripe detailing. Pretty plain actually, down through the side, nothing much going on. Through the rear, Got the Koenigsegg number plate, a little bit of a messy central exhaust on this one here, and then down through the front, light tampos there, and as I mentioned, a little stripe detail across the top, but not the same stripe detailing. Well, actually it is the same stripe detailing, just this has the additional bits and pieces going on as well. But yeah, red, blue. So this one here is a Target Red edition, so not available on the pegs in the UK. You would have to find one from your local eBay supplier. Right, let's do this piece here. You're probably wondering what on earth this is in the background here. No, it's not some branding. When I was at Goodwood, they actually had a stand, a Koenigsegg stand, and guess what they had on the Koenigsegg stands? I managed to pick up the very, very last white. So again, this is one when I was away from hunting. This was one that was on the pegs. My very, very good friend Si managed to pick up one of these on a short card for me, along with the long card silver McLaren F1. So nice one, pal. Nicely spotted for me. Always thinking of me, that boy. Lovely. Right, okay, so we got long cars, and I paid, what did I pay for this? I think I paid £6 off the Koenigsegg stand, but I didn't care because it came with that funky bag as well, and everyone thought I was like baller walking around with a Koenigsegg bag whilst I was at Goodwood. Have fun. Right, let's pull you out. Okay, so there we go. Let's hold you and you up together because you should be comparable. Oh, wonderful. Not just a standard white. This one is a beautiful kind of like a balloon white. We've seen it before. Just has almost like a very, very subtle pearlescent finish to it. Lovely, 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 lovely. So same stripe detailing across the top, this time with grey, and nice actually. I like this little lime detailing through here. I think some of the brake calipers came with a lime detailing at Koenigsegg. I think, not 100% on that, but I think. Down through the side, as you can see, completely plain. This one here was on the chrome, faster than ever, or open hole 5s. Same again up here, but this time in grey. Down through the rear, luckily enough, at least it's slightly better. But they're pretty much the same. Those central exhaust pipes aren't great. They're not bad, but they're not great. Hey ho, I was just pleased to be able to find one. So still cheaper than I would have bought one on eBay, to be honest. It still would have cost more than £6 to get me out one, even a battered one, a damaged card or something. Right, that is Koenigsegg Yes Goes. Let's do back to the exotic envy set. So more Koenigsegg, this time the Agera R. So they're dropping this back in again, which is quite nice to see. As I said, Need for Speed, this one is very, very similar to, so red, I do hate, I haven't done one of those in a long time now, the old thing won't come off. Right, there we go. So very similar to the Need for Speed Koenigsegg Agera R. Awesome headlight tampos down through the front, and again, oh, it is raised on the casting. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we've got the air release ducts across the wheel arch and also through the rear as well, which are raised and painted. Through the front, what looks like the metal base pulled through for behind the air intakes. It's nice little detailing down through the side here. And we've got the little Agera R detailing through the sides and down through the rear. There we go. Wonderful. So the base is pulled through to create all of this rear section. Across the bottom, plastic rear wing in red. Yeah, very cool, very nice. And also the indicator brake details. Nice. Plastic work pulled through. This little detailing across the top as well. That's sharp, very sharp indeed. So we have the first of two Koenigsegg Agera Rs, because the second one will be hiding inside of here. So yeah, this premium box set was available and still is actually available at Smith's for £20. So I think that's pretty darn good actually. Bearing in mind I only really want the 2 out of there. Yeah, I think it's pretty fair, and I'm really pleased to see Smith's up in their game and having a bunch more premium bits and pieces coming through, including Team Transport and these little diorama sets as well, which they've got. I think they've got they have got the BMW one coming pretty soon for all of you M-Power freaks. Right, let's get you out. Now this might take a little bit of prizing actually, and a little bit of time, because they're probably wired down into place. There we go. So wonderful little 3-piece, and also the carry-on, quite cool little burgundy, like a odd rust red colour. Cool, quite cool. Right, let's see if we can get these out. Oh, look at that! Look at it doing it this time round. Right, okay, bear with me, Hot Wheels fans. Let's see what we can do here. Right, there we go. Took a little while. It's been a while since we've had some of those little rubber band detailing stuff underneath. Reminds me of the Porsche 50th anniversary set. What a faff that was, getting those out. I remember that. Right, okay. So I've left the carry-on mounted there because it's cool, but it's not going to go anywhere. It wouldn't even fit into one of my boxes anyway. So let's start with Speedtail right here. Quite a cool little casting actually. I do like the way that they've done it. Nice orange on this one here, very similar to kind of McLaren orange, but this time with almost like a spectral flame finish across there. Very pretty. Love the way that they've done the aero. So this won't roll at the moment because it's still got the bands underneath. I've kept the bands on there so that I can reattach it back to the scene behind us. But yeah, black disc, little chrome lip, love that, really love that. And then across the back we've got the chrome 10 spoke again. Both these wheels are nice, very nice, and work beautifully on this Speedtail. Look at that, very clean down through the back. The base has been used to pull through for the light detailing, also the little McLaren and little Speedtail branding on there as well. This really cool feature down through the top there of that central brake light. Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. A bit misting actually almost through the paintwork on the front here. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but yeah, again, nice piece, very nice piece. Right, let's tell you what, let's grab hold of. So we have this one here from this carry-on set, this Hypercars set that we've got in front of us. This one here is the exotic Envy, so they are pretty much identical besides the wheel. There we go. So this one here comes on the, oh gosh, I forget which one this is called. Yeah, I forget what it's called. I think it's some sort of 10 spoke they've called it actually. And then this one here is, to say, out of the Envy pack that's got the 5-spoke real rider. Down through the rear, again, identical, absolutely identical. And down through the front, again, absolutely identical. Same blue, same headlight detailing, same tampos everywhere, just a wheel variation between the two. Right, now let's think about that then. One belongs down there, one belongs back in there. Right, and then last out. This is nice too. Where's the other? Let's reach around the back here and grab hold of. There we go. So that's the latest MV Agera R against this one here, which is super pretty actually. Flat black paintwork on this one here. Great tempos down through the front again. Nice because they haven't painted on this one here. Obviously being in black, there's not much need for it, but you can really notice them when they're raised up on the casting itself. But yeah, very, very cool. So this one here on the rear rider, 6-spoke. And down through the rear, just the headlight tempo, sorry, the rear light tempos. And again, you've got the spoiler there picked up in plastic. Nice actually, nice in between the two finishes with a little sheen and no shine across that one there at all. Only difference is this one has stripe detail actually that runs through the side and also just through the front there. But apart from that, it's still got the Agera R detailing down through the back, same. Stripe detail to it. Right, okay, so this one has the Ghost Squadron Koenigsegg branding across the back there as well. Black and white's cool. Really, really cool. That one there. But yeah, nice way to finish things off. But that is your exotic / hypercar opening this time round. So until next one, take care, Hot Wheels fans.